Hello everyone, welcome to BSC 2011 or Integrated Principles of Biology 2. My name is Dr. Stansel and I will be your instructor for this online course. What I want to do in this orientation video is familiarize you with the course policies and then also show you around our Canvas website so that you're familiar with where you're going to find the various course resources and also how you're going to complete your assignments for this course. Now, what we're looking at right now is the course syllabus. And as you can see, all of my contact information is located at the top of this. I am your resource for this course. So if you ever have any questions at all throughout the semester, please feel free to reach out and contact me. The best way to get a hold of me is going to be by email. And if you do email me either directly or through Canvas, I will get back to you as quickly as I possibly can. It is going to be, though, important that we don't wait until the last minute, right before assignments are due, because sometimes that does make it hard to get a response in the time frame that you're needing so that you can complete that assignment. Now, as far as the course itself and what it's going to cover, this course is going to build on a lot of the principles that you learned in Biology 1. We're going to start off with some looks at evolution and natural selection, and that is based on genetics and meiosis. So those are important concepts from Biology 1 that we're going to be drawing upon, and we're going to use that to discuss population genetics, or in other words, the way that populations change over time, which is really what natural selection is all based on. Once we've gone through that, we will talk about the various types of living organisms. We'll talk about everything from bacteria and fungi up through the various types of plants, and then also the various types of animals. Now, as far as lab component, if you do need the lab component, you'll need to register for that separately, and that would depend on your particular major if you're going to need it or not. So if you have any concerns about that, please contact your academic advisor. They would be better able to advise you as to whether you need to also register for the lab component. Now, looking a little bit further down the syllabus, if we just talk about the materials that you need for this class. The main thing that you need is reliable internet access. It is an online course, so you've absolutely got to be able to complete the assignments for this course using an internet connection. Ideally, you do have a computer available to complete your assignments. I know a lot of students try to complete their assignments on a phone or perhaps a tablet. A computer is really going to be your best bet for not experiencing any type of technical issues when you are doing the graded assignments. Other than that, you do need internet access for our textbook. This textbook is an open source textbook. It's the same textbook that you use for Biology 1, and it's called just Biology by OpenStax College. I have a link here in the syllabus for that. You can read it directly on the web, or you can download a PDF file, save that to your computer or to your tablet, and then read that as needed as we progress through the various chapters. If you feel better having a printed copy of the textbook, that is certainly an option. You can buy those through the CF bookstore, or there are various websites online where you can also get a hold of that. Regardless of how you're reading it, you do want to make sure that you are reading the textbook. It's a required textbook, it's required reading, and a lot of our content is going to be located in there. Now, as far as the assignments for this course and how you're going to earn your grades in this course, we have two main types of assignments. There's going to be homework assignments that go along with each of the chapters that we go through, and then we will also have exams. Now, all of the assignments have deadlines that you must adhere to. Know that the exams are very specific as far as when you can complete them. You'll have 2 days to complete exams, so 48 hours. They must be completed during that window of time. Makeup exams, makeup assignments, homework, it's not available. So I encourage you at the very beginning, once you get done watching this orientation video, to go to that last page of the syllabus, which is going to have our schedule. Print that off so that you know exactly when all of the deadlines for the assignments are. Now you can see here how your grade is going to be determined. You will have 60% of your grade coming from the homework, and you will have 40% of your grade coming from the exams. It will be very important that you do not skip any assignments throughout the term, as that definitely makes it more difficult to earn that A or B, whatever you're striving for in this course. There will be a couple small extra credit opportunities throughout the course, and I'll talk about those a little bit later. again, really important that we don't skip those. You never know exactly how many points you're going to need at the very end of the semester to get to that next letter grade. Now, if we just go down and talk a little bit about the course itself and attendance policy or class preparation, participation, it's an online course, so this is not something that you have to come to campus for, but you have to make sure that you've got that internet access and you can access the course in Canvas on a regular basis. I do encourage you to work on it a little bit throughout each week, not try to save it all for one day during the week. That's going to be really tough to master the material in that way. If I do need to communicate with you, I'm going to do that through Canvas itself. So you will want to make sure that you are checking Canvas. You have signed up for appropriate Canvas notifications so that you do get notices when I do have a message or an email that I'm sending to you. Just general policies, there will not be any late work accepted in this course. Okay, so definitely keep that in mind. No makeup assignments, no cheating, plagiarism, none of that will be tolerated. And definitely with regard to the online exams, you will not be taking those in a testing center, but you are expected to work on those alone. So make sure that you are abiding by those rules. Now, if we just scroll down to the last page of the syllabus, which is our schedule, this is the page that I recommend that you do print out for yourself so that you can refer to it. I would post this on a bulletin board or a refrigerator if you can, or transfer these dates into your personal calendar so that you do not miss them. You can see that we will be starting with chapter 18, and we will cover a total of 12 chapters this term. Each chapter is going to have its own homework that goes along with it, and you can see the suggested dates or deadlines that I've posted in here. Now, this course is divided into modules, and each module has what's called a final deadline. That is definitely the final deadline for all assignments in that particular module. So if we're looking at module 1, just as an example, notice that you've got 3 chapters, chapter 18, 19, and 20, and each one of them has a homework assignment with a deadline posted. That is the deadline that I encourage you to do your very best to get the homework in by. However, if for some reason you cannot make that deadline, there is a little bit of flexibility. It will be accepted for full credit until the final deadline of the module. Okay, so if you can't get chapter 18 in, for example, by January 15th, as posted on this schedule that we're looking at, if you get it in by the 30th, I will still accept it for full credit because, again, that's before the final module deadline. Now, after the final module deadline, nothing will be accepted. All of the homeworks are open and available at the beginning of that module. So everything, chapter 18, 19, and 20, they will be available when the course starts, and you can get them submitted early if you would like. Now, you do have a study sheet assignment you see in there. That is your only opportunity for extra credit. The study sheet, there is more information about putting that together in Canvas. It's basically what a lot of instructors would call a cheat sheet that you might take in with you when you're going to take an exam. It's a condensed sheet that has your notes for that exam that you're going to be referring to. I think that's a great way to study, to actually put one of those together. It also gives you a great resource to use during the actual exam itself. And if you can get it done ahead of time, by the 29th in this case, then you can get some extra credit points for that. Now, notice a little asterisk there beside it because those must be submitted by the posted deadline, no exceptions. So that first one, the chapter 18 to 20 study sheet, must be submitted by the 29th. If it's not in by the 29th, then you can't earn any points for that. As you can see, the exam itself will be open for 2 days, so you can take it anytime during that 2-day window. If we just scroll on down, you can see that each one of the modules is set up the same way. You've got 3 homework assignments. You've got a study sheet assignment, which is optional, but it's a good opportunity for some extra credit. And then you've also got your exam listed there. Okay, again, I suggest that you print this schedule page so that you can have it in front of you and refer to it as needed. Now, if we take a look at our Canvas course, now this is going to look a little bit different to you here because this is the instructor version of the course and you'll be looking at the student version, of course, but the general layout of it is going to be the same. Now, if I have announcements to send to you, they will be posted here on the opening page in Canvas. If you sign up for notifications, they will also go out to you. So I would definitely encourage you to do that. But what you want to do starting out is you're going to click on this link, click here. This is going to take you to the module page, and specifically it's going to take you to what I call the Getting Started module. The Getting Started module is going to have kind of all of your informational items for the course. It does have a copy of the course syllabus. That's the first link that you'll see. And it also has a link to this orientation video that you're watching right now. There's also information about how to contact me, how to get the textbook, and then just tips for being successful in this course. At the very bottom of the Getting Started module, there is a syllabus quiz, and that syllabus quiz must be taken and passed successfully before you can access the rest of the course content. So you must score 100% on that syllabus quiz to start the course itself. You can take it as many times as needed, and the information to successfully complete that is located in the syllabus and then also in this orientation video. Okay, so that would be your starting point to read the syllabus, watch this video, and then take that syllabus quiz. Now, once you've done that, you will have access to the course content, which is going to be located in the modules. So I've just shrunk that one down a little bit there, and I'm going to open up module 1 so you can see what we have available for each module. Now, each chapter has its own page, and if I click on that chapter page, you will see that there are video lectures that you will need to watch for that chapter. I encourage you to take notes as you go through and you watch these videos. So pretend as though you're sitting in an actual lecture course and this information is being presented to you. So I suggest that you take written notes, and then notice that these are playlists. So there's multiple videos within each one. So just click up in the top corner, these 3 little bars, and you can see the other videos that are there. These are YouTube videos, so they should play fine on other devices besides your computer. So if you wanted to watch them on a phone or an actual TV, that's certainly an option. For some chapters, there are extra reading assignments. This one does have some, and then there may be some crossword puzzles, just practice resources to help you with the terminology in the chapter. Additionally, there may be some supplemental websites or links presented to you. These are completely optional, but they may help you to understand the content a little bit better, or sometimes they're just really interesting looks at the information that we're covering. Now, if we go back to that module, just so you can see this again, you can see we've got the chapter 18 page that we just looked at. You've got your extra reading assignment. The link is located there. And then you have the chapter homework. The chapter homework is not a timed assignment, but it's a single attempt assignment. So with these, you're going to want to open it up and work on it, spending extra time just to make sure that you're getting those answers correct. So looking through the textbook, looking through the videos to find the correct answers. Some of the questions are multiple choice. Some of the questions are going to be short answer questions, but take your time on it. And again, it's not timed, so you do not have to complete it until the deadline or the final module deadline. Okay, so once you do hit submit, though, it will go for grading and you will not be able to answer any more questions on it. These are single attempt homeworks, so keep that in mind as you're going through and you're completing them. We have this same setup for each of our chapters. Then you have a link for your study guide, and then we've got the exam when we do get to the exam. Now, just going back to the home page to show you another way that you can get to the graded assignments for the course. Our calendar is here. You can see the study sheet assignments are listed on here when they are due as well. Again, these assignments can certainly be submitted early ahead of time. The exam is the only one that you really are quite limited in your time to complete it. So exams, again, are 2 days. They must be completed during that 2-day time frame. Just a couple other things to point out. If you do have questions throughout the term that deal with content, I encourage you to post those on the discussion board here so that other students can see them as well. So you can see the link for the discussion in the left-hand navigation. So you can post things there. If you do have questions that are of a personal nature, they apply to your grade, a specific test question that you answered, those types of questions should certainly be sent to me directly by email. But course-related content questions should go on the discussion board. Other places, grades. Your grades will be kept up to date at all times here in Canvas, so you'll definitely want to keep track of that. At any time, you can click on that. You can see exactly what your overall grade is in the course. And if you have questions about that grade, you can certainly contact me and let me know about that, and I can try to explain it to you better if need be. Other than that, that's the general layout of the course. Definitely make sure you familiarize yourself with the course policies and just where everything is located at. And the most important thing for success in this course is going to be keeping up with the course content and submitting all assignments. So work on it steadily throughout each week. Make sure we're completing those assignments on time. And then again, if you have any questions throughout the term, please let me know. I am your resource here to help you. So if there's any questions that you have, send me a quick email. I'm looking forward to a great semester.